Edward here from erviewer.com, and I have a new video for you. The target that was selected for me was the International Space Station. The target did have a temporal qualifier, meaning that I was to remote view an upgrade being done to the space station on December 25th, 2006. I was getting very strongly throughout the entire session this idea of this wave-like feedback that I could only describe as reverberating feedback, sonar echoing like a tuning fork, or these wave-like patterns going back and forth between 2 points. That stayed with me through the entire session. I was kind of fixated on that as I found it to be the most interesting thing. I also came into the idea that there were obstacles, and as I probed into that more, that brought me to the idea of theory. There was some theory involved with this wave-like patterns of communication going between these 2 points, and that there were people who did not agree on this theory of how these things communicate. And that is what I came upon, that it was that the theory was on how things interact with each other, and that people didn't agree with that, and it was based on what I had drawn as this wave-like pattern between 2 things. I'm not sure what upgrade was being done to the space station on that day, but in my research, which is my feedback, I did come across something that is being done in an experiment on the space station currently, where they are experimenting with quantum communication with quantum entanglement. And while researching to get my feedback, it brought me to something that I read in Lynn Buchanan's excellent book, The Seventh Sense, something that is termed a temporal attractor, meaning the viewer, even though the viewer is assigned to view something at a specific time, that the viewer can move through time to something that they find more interesting and kind of fixate and describe that thing. And I believe that is what happened to me in this session. As I was experimenting and experiencing this, what I termed as feedback, I did move myself into the middle of the feedback, and I had what is in remote viewing terms called a bilocation experience, meaning that I felt as if I was there and these wave patterns were moving through my body. It was very stimulating for me, and it was my favorite part of the session. Bilocating is when the viewer experiences something as they're there at the site experiencing something, and it's a very real experience. As a remote viewer, I remote view to have those experiences. Those are my favorite things to experience. It's very rewarding. And also in this session, the other part is dealing with this kind of quantum information or remote viewing on this molecular or subatomic level is something that I just love. When a target allows for that type of thing, it is my favorite thing to experience. I feel very much at home on this subatomic level. It's a very strange thing, but I'm drawn right into it, and I could just stay there. I did feel very strongly that this theory was true and that it was very real, and I felt very good about it. What they're doing is and I don't know all the details of it, I'm just not a scientist, but they are going to experiment with 2 entangled particles, 2 entangled photons, one being sent to the space station, the other being here locally on Earth, and to see if they can communicate from that distance. Quantum entanglement has been proven here on Earth at a distance of about 90 miles. This will be the farthest experiment done so far, and there are a lot of people who don't believe that it can be done, that it is impossible. And in this session I did have what is called, it's a stage 7 experience. Stage 7 is an auditory experience that the viewer has, where I perceived hearing someone saying It is not possible. It cannot be done, which again brings me to this idea of what they're experimenting with now. So I do feel that I did move through time to what is currently being experimented with on the space station. And again, I'm not sure. Maybe they were doing some of these upgrades at that time I was supposed to be remote viewing. I'm not sure. But it was a very difficult target. It was a difficult session for me. It's a very long session. And again, the most interesting thing was this wave patterns moving through. I just wanted to stay there for the entire session. I did do a clay model stage 6 of what looks like the space station of the actual feedback photo that I got, so that was very interesting. But again, I was still in this moving back and forth wave patterns of, I felt like it was in an X-ray machine. That's what it felt like to me. These particles were going through me and beaming, bouncing back and forth between these 2 points. It was just really, really interesting. Some other great books that I might as well plug. My favorite remote viewing book, Paul Smith's Reading the Enemy's Mind. I highly recommend it to anyone interested in remote viewing. In my view, reading it, I felt like I was a fly on the wall in Ingo Swann's training room. I got so much out of that book. My other new favorite book, Daz Smith's CRV book, which has manuals and collected papers, Ingo Swann stuff. Just really, really great stuff. I highly recommend. Anyone interested in remote viewing, either new or experienced, please check out those books. I find them to be invaluable. So thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoy this session and more to come. Up. Hard. B, biological. Stage 2s, brown, black, gold, smooth, rough, edged, inside. 2, down. I'm getting an AOL break of a cave. Glassy, smooth, down, above, deep, metallic, grooved, dimpled, sharp, edged, smells pungent, moldy, metallic taste. Close, around, angular, up, inside, warm, humid, dense, flashy, cross, moving, sloping, down, 3, angular, mushy. Around, across again. Flowing. Hot. Musty. Green, yellow, and brown, and black. Vertical. My AI is interested. I wanted to get closer. Four. Green and blue. Glassy and black. I feel like I'm right in front of this thing. Tubular. Hard. Dense. Flashing again. Flashing. Distant. It will break of running. Silver. Stage 4, sensory, dimensions, AI, EI, tangible, intangible, AOL of the signal. I'm getting the idea of construction, available, binding together, moving, I'm getting the idea of upside down, turning. Turning is an idea or is a dimension?
Dimensional.
Yeah, but there's some. I'll put it over here, and I'm going to put it over here because there's something more to that. Coming towards. I'm going to stage 4.5 this, like I'm moving towards something, or it's moving towards me. Closing. Superficial. Getting disturbing as an AI for me. Like investigating. Announcement. Telling something. Telling something. There's this is an idea. There's a story behind it. There's a story behind it. Legend. Let me get this out because maybe stage 4 of this, and half this. I'm listening or watching a story. I want to do a movement on that. Describe the story. Biting. Describe the story. It's legend. Legendary. It's like hyped up, hyped up. Stage 4.5 this as well. The story or the legend is bigger than the event. There's another way that I want to put that though. It's the legend has grown. Has grown over the years. You know. It's a big topic. Sensory dimensions, AI, EI, tangible, intangible, AOL, AOL of the signal. The legend is bigger than the story of the legend is bigger than the event. The legend has grown over the years. The legend has grown over the years. I keep getting this, maybe stage 4.5 this again. And we'll move into it. The story is big. It's like I'm trying to find the words to really describe how what this feels like. Historical. I'm getting an AOL of the signal here. It's like the story of, and I don't know how to spell it, Beowulf?
Beowulf? Beowulf.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Like, you know, like there's a big story behind it.
So what direction do you want to go?
Let me swim in this and get more comfortable with it, to delve in more. I'm massaging this feeling here. Voices, clamoring, people, whispering. What did I move on? Right? Describe the story. Categorizing. Categorizing. Placement. Putting things down. Object. This thing here. Alright, I'm going to move on the object here. Move 20 feet in front of the object. And describe. 20 feet in front of the object and describe. Round, tall, flat, big, open, above, and narrow. I'm getting the idea of peace, covering, blankets. Move 20 feet in front of the object and describe. Whispering. And we stage 4.5 this. People talking softly. People talking softly. People talking softly around it. Silver. Distant. There's a sound. 7. Sensory dimensions, AI, EI, tangible, intangible, AOL, let's see. Okay, what do you want? Something popping out at you here? Or no? I want to move on this. About the people talking softly around it. Describe the people talking softly. Talking softly.
How do those people feel?
Yeah, that's what I'm going into now. Reverent. Something with the sound. Like there's a reason why they have to talk softly. Stage 4 now. There's something to this here. There's a reason why they have to talk softly around the object. Oops. Around the object. Why? Restrictions? Vibrations? Vibrations. Like, and there's something in between. And it bounces back. Bounces back. Echoes. Sounds echoing and reverberating. constant. Ringing. Yeah, well, the signal like a bell. Like this thing has to do with vibration and feedback. Electric. Weird. I feel weird. It's like oops. Let me do a sketch here. Like sonar. Feedback. Emanating. In between. It's like something in between. I want to move into the feedback and describe into the feedback. Flashy, bright, like sunshine. Radiant, radiant, X-ray, like what am I, 8? Sensory dimensions, AI, tangible, intangible, all of the signal. Can move through me. Gradient. AI here, I feel like I'm in an X-ray machine. I feel like I'm being X-rayed. Anything you want to move on?
We should get you out of the X-ray machine.
You want to move on the X-ray thing?
Yeah, move.
Move to that which I describe as X-ray machine. Describe or, well, I want to be a little more neutral
Describe
on
the
X-ray.
flashing.
Okay.
I'm curious
That's good.
about that. It's come up a lot of times.
Describe the flashing. Bright. Stimulating. Describe the flashing. Strobing. Hot. Electric. Describe the flashing. Buzzing. Moving. Tingling. Bright flashes. Bouncing around. Moving. Silver. Metallic. Probing. wavy. Describe the flashing. Flashing. Numerous. Many. Lots of flashing lights. Bright. Anything else?
Do you think we could dig deeper into the vibrations? Do you feel like we could do a stage 5 on that?
Yeah.
Seems like there's a lot there.
Okay.
So do you feel vibrations or frequency or feedback?
Let's do the feedback one.
Okay.
Do feedback. What do we got? Attributes? Topics? No. Objects.
Objects. Host.
Feedback, objects, emanations, machines, speakers, microphones, sound chambers, walls, feedback, electricity, feedback objects. That's good. Feedback attributes. Okay. Emanations. What are the attributes of the feedback? It's electrifying. Its attributes: stimulating. It's stimulating. It's uncomfortable. Attributes: it's intense. Feedback, subjects, emanations. What are the subjects that would be studied under this feedback? Feedback subjects. Sound, currents, music. What else? Feedback subjects. Ranges. Frequencies. Frequency looping. And topics. What are the topics for the feedback? Volume, loudness. Topics. Turning it up and down. Controlling it. control feedback topics. Calculations. And breathing for some reason. Something in there?
So, do you feel like doing a movement to, we had a legend earlier.
A legend.
Want to move on that?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So let's move to the origin of the legend and describe.
Move to the origin of the legend and describe the origin of the legend. Tales, stories, people talking. Move to the origin of the legend. Myth. 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 It can't be true. It can't be true. 9. Sensory dimensions, AI, tangible, intangible, AOL of a signal. The legend. Fighting. It's like hearsay. Hearsay. It's the origin of the legend. Obstacles. Like overcoming obstacles along the way. That's the story. Story about overcoming obstacles. I want to move on that obstacles. Describe the obstacles. Like overcoming resistance. I keep getting this stage 4.5 there. It just can't be true. Just can't be true. Impossible.
curious, are the objects something you can touch, the obstacles, or are they concepts?
Hang on a second, man, because I don't know if the impossible is an intangible or if it's my AI. That might be my AI. Let me just declare it as AI, just see what happens. Impossible. Grandiose. I don't know if it's, let me just stage 4 have it. I don't know if it's me who doesn't believe it or others. You know, it's like it can't be true. Yeah. Like who came up with this? Yes. But I don't know if that's how I feel or if that's how somebody else feels. I don't know. You know, it's like somebody feels that way. Let me write that down. Someone feels that way. You know. Like, and this may even be a stage 7. It's not possible. That may be a stage 7.
Well, the movement, we're still on origin, so just put that out there.
True. It's not possible. You can't do it. You can't do it. It's weird, man. I guess, you know, I'll just try to describe the it. Describe it. What is it? What is it? What is it? Theory. Theory. A theory, you know. A theory.
Want to dig deeper into that?
Yeah, because it's, you know, I feel it's related to this here. Like,
Maybe a stage 5 movement on theory?
and there's something
AI?
coming through here, but I think I will. I want to do it stage 5 on it. But I want to get this out real quick. Okay. Like a theory on how things interact with each other? That's really the super low level way of describing what I'm perceiving here. of how theory it involves movement. Theory. Let's move on the theory thing, because there's 9A.
So objects.
Theory, objects, emanations. Theory. What are the objects of a theory? Things, ingredients, the applications, theory, objects. What are objects of a theory? Parts, recording devices, what else? Objects, tools, let's go with attributes. Emanations. What attributes of theory? Theory. Outcomes. Calculations. Different outcomes. Experiments. Attributes of a theory. Formula. Beliefs. Theory. Okay. Theory. Subjects. What are the subjects? History. Previous experiments. Data. Calculating data. Subjects of theory. History is strong. Theory, I don't know how I spell theory. Topics. Topics of theory. Tales, stories. Lies. Topics. Inflating the truth. Theory. Topics. What are the topics? What are the topics? Theory. Say possibility. Theory. One person's view, other people's view. Idea. Ideas. Ideas. That's the thing with this, like there are ideas associated that the ideas can cause a problem. They can't be proven. Sensory dimensions, AI, tangible, intangible, halo of the signal. They can't be proven, that's proving something. A big part of this target is proving something. To people? To people. Proving something. I'm going to do a movement on that. Describe the nature of the thing describe the nature
the original thing
of proving.
Okay.
What is the nature? What is the nature of it? People. Again, theory. What is the nature? What is the nature of it? I keep getting this people, or some people, don't believe it. They don't believe it. The nature, what is the nature of it? Of it. communication. Communication and frequencies. Now it's this here. Like this is the part that people don't agree on. Yeah, I feel like I'm right in the middle of something. You know, I feel like something is moving through me. I like that. I like that. Also, my I feel like there is something to it. Like it is real. Like the theory is correct. Somehow. Like how I feel is that there's a theory about it, and some people don't believe it, but there is something moving. There is something moving. You know, there is an interaction. There's an interaction. I feel good about it. There is an interaction.
You want to do movement?
Yeah.
What is the purpose of the object?
Okay.
We haven't answered.
What is the purpose of the object? What is the purpose of the object? Getting manifold? I don't know what that... Manifest. Creative. What is the purpose? What is the purpose of the object? Spinning. Global. What is the purpose? What's the purpose of the object? People. It's for people. It has to do with people. Has to do with people. I don't know why, but sensory dimensions, AI, tangible, intangible, AOL is a signal. Purpose has to do with people. Has to do with people. It's big. It's a big thing. It's a big thing. It's like, a lot of people are affected. By it. Again, this feedback thing. I mean, you know, it's like echoing. Echoes. Subtle. Spatial.
curious as to whether you want to make that bigger, if you want to mold that, or dig deeper.
Let me try some clay and then dig deeper as well. How are we doing on time?
Half hour.
We got a half hour, okay. Well, the signal. Okay. Okay, got my tools here. Looking good there?
Yeah, good.
Bouncing back and forth. A wall.
can't see what you're doing behind that wall.
That might be part of the whole thing. Hang on. Like a tuning fork. Something happens here, you know, there's something going on here, back and forth here. And I feel like I'm right in between here. And there's like,
Oh.
you know, yeah, there's something going on here. Resonance. Sound. Put some of these tools to use here. It's like, you know, it's going over or around. These things in the middle are being affected.
Being what?
Being affected?
Yeah.
You know, it's like something going over them. Or around them. Yeah. How are we doing on time?
Oh, I got all day.
How are we doing on the camera time?
I would get another 25 minutes.
Okay.
All kinds of time.
The things in the middle are the things in the middle
Are.
it's like there are things in between. Things in between. And it's like something is going through or around him. Here.
Any idea how big those things are?
Like as tall as me. You know, 5 to 6 feet tall. Anything you want to move on?
You can go deeper? Sure.
How much time is left on this?
Oh. Got 20 minutes.
Okay, good.
You feel like moving on?
What do
It's
you
on your way.
what do you see there?
Take this carefully away.
Ah, it's the Leaning Tower of Pisa now.
That's
Let's grab a new
Okay.
page.
Yeah, well, page 13.
Sensory dimensions, AI, Tangible, intangible, able signal.
So I'm curious about the end result of this process.
Okay.
So,
What's the end result?
yeah, move to the end result. What is it?
What is the end result? End result. End result. Clarification. Simplification. What is the end result? A model. Blueprint. What's the end result? Sounds. Music. Frequency ranges. End result. Creativity. It affects biology. There's a biological effect. Biology is affected. Altered.
Do you want to move on that idea?
Yeah. Describe the biological effect. Toning. Vibrating. Describe the biological effect. Cellular. Nervous system. I'm Lincoln.
You play it,
Radiation. Altering. Genetic codes. Cellular effects. On people. Like it can change people over time. Over time. Or if you're in between it, if you're in between it. It affects the body. It can alter people. I think that's about it.
I want to do an audible summary, and then start there and then go back, I think.
What time is it?
We can end it at 2:15.
2:15. The target is an object that has some kind of a vibrational frequency. There are other objects in between it that are feeling this current. It's like a current. Feedback. Like a feedback moving through and around other objects. Like a sonar or something. And
you want to talk about the idea of legend too?
There's a legend to it, in that there's a story behind it, in that some people believe it and some don't. And the effect is up for debate. But there's something. What I got out of it was that there is something there. There's something being emitted. Something is being emitted. What else? Anything else?
Just go through it one more time, make sure we didn't miss anything in the...
There's a theory. There's a theory about it that has kind of grown from it. There's a theory. There's a theory about it that has grown, and there's something to it in how I feel about it. You know, there is something there.
Here you go. Target is...
Oh, God. Is it the freaking Grand Canyon or something?
the Eiffel Tower. No, what is it?
Upgrading the International Space Station. Describe the event and the place. So I'm in space. Upgrading the space station.
No wonder we're out there. Here's the space station. Right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right there. Wow.
And there's radiation in space.
Maybe that's it. Wow. I'm going to have to go through all this stuff, man.